Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of WWE Raw, the week commencing the 27th of May 2024. And yes, it's raining again in England. So it starts with Gunther coming out. Basically, he gloats over his win at the King of the Ring. He beats Randy Orton. Obviously, he's now the 2024 King of the Ring. He also says that Damian Priest is doing a good job as Rhea Ripley is not there, and he's sort of stepped up as the head of the table, I should say. And he looks forward to his title shot at SummerSlam. As he said, that Damian Priest comes out and basically calls out Gunther for not actually beating Randy Orton, because Randy Orton's shoulders wasn't on the mat, and this was said by Triple H himself. As he said that, Drew McIntyre comes out and basically calls out both guys, and he then calls out Damian Priest and said he will see him at Clash of the Castle, and his focus should be on him, not on Gunther. As you said that, Damian Priest then calls out Drew and also talks about his family. As he said that, then Braun Strowman comes out and crashes the party. Then it goes into the first match, which is JD versus Braun Strowman in a decent match. There was a bit of interference, but in the end, Braun Strowman got the victory, obviously. Then we have Liv Morgan gloating over her win over Becky Lynch at Queen and King of the Ring, and she's ready for a rematch against Becky in a cage match. That's the main event. Then we have Damian Priest not happy with Carlito and Finn because they didn't take out Braun Strowman earlier in the match versus JD. Then we have Ricochet saying to Adam Pearce he wants to compete today, but he's just got cleared. And then Dragunov basically pulls up, and then Ricochet just calls him out and said, let's have a match. So then it goes into Ricochet versus Dragunov in a decent match. Go and watch it. But there was no winner. Well, sort of Ricochet won by DQ because Braun Breaker came out and just took out everybody, basically. Then we have The Miz and R-Truth selling ice cream. And then they sell it to the New Day, obviously. And then Karrion Kross basically pulls up and says to Xavier, he needs to do more, he can do better, he needs to change things up. And they just sort of said bye. Then we had AOP versus the Creed Bros in a great match, but in the end, AOP gets the victory. Bit of a squash match there. Then we have Rey Mysterio calling out Carlito for their match later. He's ready for him, he's coming for him. Then we have Sheamus come out and basically calls out Kaiser, because Kaiser was calling out Sheamus while he was injured. And then Kaiser then goes back and forth with Sheamus. They meet each other and they start brawling all over the arena. So that will end somewhere. Then we have Kyrie versus Lyra in a decent match. Go and watch it. You haven't seen it, but Lyra gets the victory. Congratulations to her. Then we have Damian Priest basically calls out Dominic and JD. Says, get on point. We're not doing what we need to do as a Judgment Day. Sort things out. Then we have Io Sky not happy with the damage control. She's just not happy at all what's going on because of it. Kyrie lost earlier and she just starts trashing the place. Then we have Carlito versus Rey Mysterio in a really good match. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. But in the end, Rey Mysterio gets the victory. And then Damian Priest just comes out and just takes out everybody. Everyone's taking out everybody. Then we have Chad Gable. He's basically mad at Tozawa for not being at King of the Ring and having his back. And then he has a go at Otis and Maxine, saying that he wants to see them do better. Then we have Otis versus Bronson Reed in a decent match. But there was interference and distractions from Chad Gable that cost Otis the match. After the match, Chad Gable got really angry. He wanted to punish Otis with a belt. But then Maxine stopped him. Otis told her to go away. And then Sami Zayn came out to stop everything. It turns into a brawl. And Sami Zayn gets taken out. Then in the main event, it's Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan in a rematch for the World Championship in a cage match. Go and watch it. Really good match. Hard hitting. But in the end, it was a bit of a weird finish. Becky Lynch was trying to leave the cage. Then Braun Strowman was chasing the Judgment Day around the cage. He accidentally hits the cage and it takes out Becky Lynch. And then Liv Morgan gets the victory. Then afterwards, she kisses Dominic. Okay.